Chad Jones. I know you're out there. It's good to see you, buddy. Were you guys making fun of me in the Discord? Listen. I tried to start the stream on time. No, I didn't. I tried to tell you I was going to be late. I just apparently never finished typing and sending the message. The last thing I remember last night is I said to my wife, I said, man, I don't feel good. I feel like I'm going to pass out. And then I went to sleep. But that was only like 2 hours ago. So, yeah, we're here now. I'm actually glad I'm here. I didn't think I was going to make it because I was so tired. But we're here. We made it. But we had a morning doctor's appointment. Oh, wait. Hi, YouTube. Just joining. You know, it's funny. Watching this as a live stream is fine. Watching the video of it, it just looks like a random, like you walked into somebody who's like making a YouTube video by accident. Like, oh shit, are we recording? Yeah. It's like whenever you hear one of those stories about like a movie scene that just got ad-libbed and they just kind of went with it. Ah, crap. And I did not change the YouTube title card. That to be fair, that's gonna take some getting used to because it's not part of my routine. You know what I mean? So I gotta get used to it. Come on, there we go. I did change the title though. So this is one of those like quizzes chat where the question was really hard for me, but I get partial credit. Pity credit, I guess, more accurately. Yeah. Something like that. Belf, Arden, Samir, Dizzy, Julia May is here to stay. Thanks for saying hi on YouTube. It's good to see all of you. See all of you double time, no less. No less. All right, all my ducks are in a row. Is the tea drinkable, chat? It is. It's honey-free, though. All of my anti-honey crusaders, you're winning tonight. Ready to rock out with my socks out. I like where that's going. That's good energy right there. Going streaking in the quad. Never change, newbie. Never. You're trying to riot in here. There was already a riot in the Discord. I'm pretty sure I joined it by accident. Yeah, so why was I late today, chat? Sleep. I slept until, like, God, 12:02. And I was going to start the stream at midnight. So, good times there. But because Jonah had his cerebral palsy / neurology appointment this morning, and it was a really important appointment, mostly for us being able to ask questions to the person that was responsible for reading his CAT scan of his brain. And we hadn't got to talk to that person up to this point because they don't do it via telephone call. They only do it via in person. And I suppose they do that to try to not make you panic. But I feel like we already knew that it was going to show brain damage, but I feel like for the uninitiated, that'd be a really shitty thing to do. You know what I mean? Like, oh, no. I know you see brain damage on that report we just sent you, but we're going to tell you all about it in 3 months. Because that's what happened to us. But remember, if we have a morning appointment, then I don't get to sleep very much. I ended stream last night early to go to bed, and we got upstairs. I brought chat with me. We all went upstairs, chat. You were there. And Jonah was awake at like 5 in the morning. And I was like, why are you awake? And he's like, I'm not tired. Oh, good. Great. So I actually didn't end up falling asleep till after 6 o'clock. He was just sitting there. He was laying in the bed next to his mommy, just like mumbling to himself when I got up there. He started doing this thing where he like tells stories out loud to nobody. Like he'll be playing with it, like he's like playing with it, like it's his imagination. It's like, okay, then I can get the T-Rex, and the T-Rex goes over here. Like, he like just like verbally, hey, don't allow that word. How dare you? I don't care if it's Angela. She doesn't get C-word privilege. That's going to add it to the permit list. I don't want that word allowed. I'm going to have to go ban it again. Yeah. Goodness gracious. Angela, I tucked you in to the extra bed I have in the room, okay? Ask Belfnight. He had 2 blankets. He was super cozy. Something like that, old dirty sloth. It's good to see you, Julia. I hope you're doing awesome today. Heck yeah. Yeah. No, that's not the C word I want banned. So how did the appointment go, chat? You guys want to hear about my son's brain? We already knew he had brain damage because he has cerebral palsy, right? Cerebral palsy is damage of the brain. I guess if you don't know, you're welcome to ask questions, by the way. I'm super open about it. And I like to talk about it because I feel like it's important to not treat it like a stigma or something, you know? So that's what cerebral palsy is. It means there's damage somewhere in the brain. It's not progressive. It doesn't get worse. But it is permanent. There's no current repair or anything like that for cerebral palsy. You are usually blessed to have not died because of the cause of it. I've learned over time, because the cause of it is almost always your brain was bleeding, right? And when Jonah was born, he did have a very intense birth and probably was deprived of oxygen in his brain for a little while. That's the most likely. So after they read the CAT scan, the most likely cause of it is at his birth, his brain not having oxygen for a couple seconds. Isn't that shit fucking crazy? Like 3-4 seconds is all it takes, and now he'll have cerebral palsy his whole life. I mean, your brain is not supposed to not have oxygen. You know what I mean? Like that's what a stroke is too, right? A stroke is your brain being devoid of oxygen for a very short period of time, and then that causing some amount of damage forever, right? Yeah, so, but they showed us a 3D image of his brain, layer by layer, and it was very cool to see. And you can actually see there's a void where, so this is what happens when you have cerebral palsy. As your brain grows, the damaged part of your brain will grow slower. It won't make it deficient. It's more like, do you know how when you like break your leg and your left calf muscle gets smaller forever unless you work really, really hard to make it the same size again? Usually it'll be a little bit smaller than your right one because you didn't walk on it for like 3 months. It's kind of like what happens to your brain. Is like the left side is going to grow slower because it started off smaller. It's not going to have any long-term effects. It's just going to be smaller. And there's going to be a void there that the body fills with fluid, like spinal fluid, I believe he said. And it'll just always look like that. He said that he doesn't need surgery. There's no tumors, no cysts, no problems. Just normal scar tissue and a normal response to the body having that. So it was good news. There was some bad news. The doctor said, given his diagnosis and his assessment, because I said, do you think like he's wearing a brace now? Do you think he's going to wear that like all of elementary school? And he said, no, I think he'll wear it until he graduates high school. And I was like, oh, that sucks. I mean, he's going to be fine, but that still sucks that he's going to have to deal with that till he's an adult, and then probably as an adult. You know what I mean? He said that you just don't know. We'll see how it goes. So we should plan on him wearing it his entire childhood. And if he doesn't have to, then he doesn't have to. We'll see what happens, right? But apparently his body will always try to return to the tone issues that it has. Meaning that his leg wants to be on its tippy toes. His arm wants to be bent downwards. It's just like the nerve response to having cerebral palsy. Like his body's always going to fight what we're trying to fix, basically. Did you really, Dirty Soft, do you have cerebral palsy? Yeah, you wore yours till you graduated. Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't even like say it's. Well, thank you for sharing. I wouldn't even say that the brace can be something that's like noticeable or a hindrance, right? If it's working and doing its job, the idea is that it eventually becomes invisible, right? Like that's kind of the idea. The one on his hand will never be invisible because it will be on his hand, right? That one will obviously always, but he doesn't wear that one all the time. The foot one is the important one. However, the doctor did say this doesn't mean he can't play soccer or do martial arts or do basketball. He said it won't limit him on the things he can do and the things he can try. He said he'll have to fight harder to do those things than other kids, but he can still do all of them. And if anything, we should be pushing him to do those things because it'll be good for his development. So, and then I said, what would you recommend for a 4 or 5-year-old, like as like the first activity? Should we get him into basketball, soccer? And he said, whatever he will tolerate is the thing I would put him in. That's a good answer. That's an answer of a man with kids. Right? Like, he's like, I don't care what it is. If he'll do it, put him in it. It's like, okay, that's fair. So our goal is in 2027. Maybe we'll try something this year, but it's more of a 2027 goal because, you know, we're trying to get settled into preschool, get him in to school and get all of his different therapies settled this year. The goal in 2027 is to try out like 4 or 5 different activities. And just see which one sticks. Like, so, all right, let's try swimming for 3 weeks. Then we're going to try martial arts for 3 weeks. You know, gymnastics for 3 weeks. And just see what happens, right? I really like that idea a lot, Angela. It's one of those things that you don't know unless you know, but that learning how to fall is super important. Do you know, Angela, there's an NFL quarterback who had like 6 or 7 concussions, and then he took like judo classes or something like that to teach him how to fall down properly so that he wouldn't keep having concussions. So yeah, that would be a really good one for him because Jonah probably falls down. This isn't an exaggeration. He has really poor equilibrium, so he probably falls down 20 to 30 times per day. Like that's also why he never cries and he's never hurt, because he's just like calloused up as a kid, right? But he falls all the time. Like it's kind of his thing. Yeah, you know the good one, Snow Queen, and also good to see you. He wears the foot brace. He wears it to school and never tries to take it off. It's the easiest time of day for us to have him wear the brace. Now, he's at maximum size for his brace, so we're going to have to call the clinic and have a new one made now, because his toes are reaching the end of the brace now, which means new shoe, new brace, all that good stuff. He said we should wait a couple months, but I'm realizing right now, I'm going to tell Lady Mac in the morning that she should call him back and say, hey, can you please just place the order for the brace now? Because last time it took them like 2 months to have us in. If we try to call them when it's time, we're not going to get it. Not only did it take 2 months to have us in, but remember, it took them like 2 weeks to make it. So you're looking at 2-3 months before he'll have the new one. So we should call like immediately and get on the calendar so that when it's too small, then we're making a new one, not when it's too late, right? Because we don't want him to lose all that tone we've worked so hard to get and all that flexibility in his ankle that he now has. But the doctor was in good spirits. He said he was like, he had no surprises. It was exactly what he was hoping for. And he said the reason they did the CAT scan was so he could feel that way, right? He doesn't want to look in there and be like, oh my God, he has a tumor in there, right? So yeah, there's nothing to worry about. It's just we're going to continue physical therapy, occupational therapy, probably all the way until he's 18 years old. He'll be doing those things. And then he can decide what level of therapies he wants to do as an adult. I also told Lady Mac in the car, I said, listen, if one day he's 15 years old, he's in high school, he's a busy kid having fun with his friends, if he says, I don't want to do therapy anymore, then he doesn't have to, right? We will know all the exercises. We will know all the routines. If at some point he's tired of it, then he can stop, right? Like, he'll have been doing it for a decade by then, you know what I mean? Yeah, I like the idea of gymnastics a lot. I did martial arts for 11 years. I highly recommend martial arts. Okay, cool. I love that. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, martial arts is a good one because I feel like Columbus has a lot of options for that too. Um, so and there's a lot of options for 5-year-olds, and he's gonna be 5, in 7 months. So that's really helpful too. And yeah, I felt really good. One really fun thing, you guys, he was very he was very taken aback by is how when we moved, our physical therapist was kind of pissy about it and made us go through the whole process of getting physical therapy approved again. And our occupational therapist said, "Oh my God, you're moving. I'll just delay that for you so you don't have to do it all over again." Very different approaches by the two therapists. Um, Hi, Benny. How are you? Our evil kink. Twink. Can you have an evil kink? Sure. Sure. How you doing, buddy? Hopelessness. Good to see you. Enjoy your lurk. But he said, "Are they putting you in for casting again?" And we said, "Yeah, we guess. We don't know. They keep asking us if we want to do casting again, and we keep saying he already did it. And they're saying he has to do casting again to go through therapy." And the doctor goes, "No, he doesn't. He wears a brace." And I said, "Yeah, that's what we fucking said." What are we going to take the brace off and put the cast on part of the day and then the brace on part of the day? Like, the fuck, man? It's like, he goes, "I'll tell them to stop asking you that and to just put him back in physical therapy. Thank you." Thank you. Like, it's like we hit the reset button for no reason. The good news is I don't feel like we need to use his physical therapist anymore. I really like her as a physical therapist, but I feel like her making us do all this was pretty uncool on her part. You know what I mean? I don't know if her boss made her do that. Like, you never really know if it wasn't her call. Like, maybe her boss was like, "No, if they're not coming, just pull them out," right? But anyways, she's 45, but she's even further away than the other therapist. So she's like 45, 50 minutes away. I could switch to one that's like 12 minutes from here. Well, no, it wasn't 12, 16. But still, you get the idea. Way half the distance at maximum of the other doctor. So we could switch to somebody closer. Yeah. A nice thing, not kicking in the nuts. I'm not going to teach him to kick people in the nuts. Thanks, Benny. No, the nice thing is there's activities that he already does that we've learned are good for his physical therapy. Like all the toys we bought him for Christmas, our 2-handed toys. His scooter is amazing for his physical therapy. Like, amazing. He uses 2 hands, and he obviously has to use 2 feet to use it, and he loves that thing. Like, if that scooter ever breaks, he's getting a new one the same day. Like, it's so good for him. He obviously can't do it now because the street's covered in snow, but once it's nice again. Yeah. No, I mean, he could eventually learn to kick people in the nuts, but right now he's not fighting people because he's 4. Yeah. I hope so, Dizzy. Well, hopefully he's like kicking ass in sports and activities and enjoying those things because of all the hard work we're doing now, right? All the hard work you do in the early game for cerebral palsy pays a lot of dividends later. So hopefully all the work we do now will allow him to do all the cool things he wants to do as he gets older, I should share, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard me say this many times. If you saw Jonah playing in the park, you would just think he was a clumsy kid. It's not like a very it's not stopping him from being a kid, I guess. Right? He's running around, jumping around, climbing on monkey bars. Like, he's doing all these things. It's just harder for him, right? But he's still being a kid and having fun, right? This is probably the thing I'm most proud of my interactions with him in this phase of his life, is that he has no negative outlook about any of it. Loves going to the doctor. Loves going to the therapist. I feel like those are huge victories for a 4-year-old. You know what I mean? So hopefully we can keep that energy going with loves going to gymnastics, loves going to martial arts, right? And keep all of that good energy. Loves going to school. I think those are all like big victories for him at this stage in his life for someone who has, over 50 doctor's appointments a year. That's a lot for a little dude, you know what I mean? Belf, have you been fighting with Jonah again? Stop betting on that. He has left side, which I found out today, Dirty Sloth. I didn't realize it until today, that means it's the right side of his brain that's damaged. So if you don't know that, chat, when you have cerebral palsy, the inverse side of your body is affected by where the damage is. They didn't tell us if it type 1, type 2. So I don't, maybe it's in the paperwork, but I don't remember that part, Dirty Sloth. They don't believe he will ever have full function, though, so whatever level that is. So that's why he's in therapy weekly, because we're just trying to fight that. His left hand will most likely never have full function. I believe, though, personally, that once he's old enough to really do strength training with his left arm, that he's going to have a lot of dividends paid. He's just not old enough for that yet. We need therapy forever. It'll be his choice when he's an adult. But physical therapy and occupational therapy, he'll probably do for a long time. I think he'll stop doing occupational therapy in middle school-ish about that time, because by then he'll have enough cognitive ability to solve problems with his mind that he's physically limited to, if that makes sense. Like right now, he can't use scissors because he can't hold the paper and he can't hold the scissors with his left hand. That seems like such a minimal task to not be able to do, but it's hard for him to just use a pair of scissors. He can cut with his right hand if you hold the paper for him, or he can hold the paper with his right hand if you cut the paper. It's like he can do one of the two, which is why we constantly try to make him cut paper, because it makes his brain fire on all cylinders to try to accomplish it. And he wants to do it, right? He gets like frustrated and wants to try it, and like, so it's a good activity, just like for development for him, is just to try to use scissors. I mean, that's true, Arden, yeah. But chat, we don't need to jump straight to nut kicking lessons, okay? Scoot sled should be a thing. Actually, that's a good reminder that I think we should buy him, Arden. I mean, Angela. We should buy him the scooter he uses at physical therapy to play with at home. It's a belly scooter that he lays on his belly and has to drag himself around with his hands. I think it'd be a good thing to have at home, and I bet it wouldn't be terribly expensive. I'd want him to use it outside, not inside, though, because we don't really have, like... Remember, our house is hybrid carpet and hardwood, so we don't have big, like, open runs for him to use it in the house. Yeah. Hi, Blue Frost. How are you? I'm not sure who that is. Yeah. Hi, Nate. How's it going? You know what's funny, Destinovas? If I buy a creeper, it's probably going to be a fifth of the price of buying a physical therapy sliding thing, right? If it's called, sometimes just what it's called determines how much it costs. Oh, okay, Blue Frost, yeah. Yeah, that would be neat. That'd still be neat, yeah. Maybe. But anyway, me and Lady Mac both felt really good after the appointment. We heard all the news we thought we were going to hear, and that sometimes you just need that for it to be reassuring, you know what I mean? You just want to not worry about the unknown. And now there are no unknowns. We did the thing. We took him in. Remember, we didn't want to get the CAT scan because they had to put him to sleep for it. But we did it. We, as parents, got over it and did it. And now we know for the rest of his life exactly what's wrong, and we have those brain images, you know what I mean? And then we can continue to move forward. None of the plan changed. The doctor wants the same exact plan. He wants physical therapy, occupational therapy combined. And he said we're just going to stay on that path for now, and we're going to go see him again in 4 months and see how we're doing. So that's the plan. I don't think we're going to be doing both therapies every week going forward, though, because I think with school, it's too much to do, you know, school 4 days a week, therapy 2 days a week, and then doctor's appointments 1 or 2 times a month. Like, that's way too much, even just for him to just be able to just be at home being a kid. You know what I mean? So we think we're going to start doing occupational therapy every other week and physical therapy every other week. He also sees a therapist at his school now. Remember, because he got the IEP. So now at school he sees a therapist there, and that's like getting even more therapy, you know what I mean? So I think we're going to reduce instead of 2 a week to 1 a week. And I think that's still plenty, you know what I mean? Yeah. I actually can't wait for him to start playing video games. I agree that it's going to be huge for his hand development. Huge. Console gaming made it so you didn't have to have a brace on your right hand. That's pretty amazing. Yeah. Because, I mean, gaming, you have no choice, right? Your hand has to learn to do it, or you're not going to be able to press the buttons, right? That's a good one, yeah. He has a tablet. And, you know, he doesn't get to use the tablet very often because you shouldn't give a toddler tablets too often, right? However, to use the tablet, he has to hold it and press buttons at the same time. And it's one of the few times you see him using both hands. So, yeah, I think video games will be a really good thing for him as he gets older. Oh, no, he's going to have to play video games, chat. He won't know it's therapy, right? But we will know that it's good for him. That'll be one of the best, like, imagine you're buying a console and you're like, it's going to be so good for his development. His physical development. And there's probably things that'll help him, like buying, like we already have the Ring Fit and like those kind of things, like things that require a peripheral. You know what I mean? There you go, Dirty Sloth. I like that. You're like, I just pictured Dirty Sloth. Someone's like, you've been doing physical therapy for 9 hours today. I know. I'm really committed to it. I just really want to really stick to my therapy regimen. It's good energy right there. Gamer Tech, no, I want him to play good games. You know what I'm saying? Let's not jump down the rabbit hole of bad games. Yeah, Blue Frost, I don't think we're going to start with things like Gears of War. Thinking things like maybe Mario, Sonic, stuff like that. Oh, no, Benny. Chat, my eyes are going to be a little sleepy today. I probably slept a cumulative 3 hours today, so it's maybe 4. Actually, probably 4 because I started so late. But so I'm a little sleepy still. We knew it was going to be this way. Guess what, though? Next appointment, we got at 2 in the afternoon. So fuck yeah. This is the one that's been the hardest to not have in the morning. And it's funny because the lady goes, same time in 4 months. And I was like, do you have afternoons? That's pretty far in advance. And she goes, I have a 2:20. We want that. Please. We want that one. You put it in game trailer suggestions. It's called Anime Feet Girls. Too bad I don't have my Nintendo Switch hooked up, huh? Dear God. Let me switch back to the general channel so I don't constantly see that at the bottom of the screen. Jesus Christ. And I was just going to thank you for saying hi on YouTube, Benny, but no more. Do you want to ban Benny or promote him to mod? I never opened my backup chat. It's just sitting there on the search screen. There we go. There's an Anime Feet Boys too. Well, enjoy yourself, Benny. Seems like you got plans this weekend. I hope you have a good time. Goodness gracious. So anyway, chat, that was pretty much my whole day. Was us going to the doctor. And remember, it's on the other side of the city. Going to Children's Hospital. I love that hospital, but it sucks because like today we had to park on the roof of the parking garage because it was full. And it was like 20 degrees and windy up there, really windy up there. So it was miserable. Yeah. So, and then you have to walk through the whole labyrinth of the hospital to get where you're going. We got 4 kids with us. You know what I mean? It's an ordeal for us to make it happen. I will say me and Lady Mac both appreciate the peace and quiet of getting 4 kids in the car and then It's not peace and quiet. They can no longer escape and destroy the house feeling once they're all strapped in. Like, they can't go anywhere. We've done it. We've made it to the other side. One sec. I need to post that link on all of my Discords. Please. Please. So, chat, hopefully, and we'll hold Lady Mac to this because she's our scheduler. She does all of our scheduling. I won't have another morning appointment for the rest of the year. That's the goal. No more morning appointments for the rest of the year because then I can have a nice, healthy sleep schedule all year. Yeah, exactly, Destinovas. My house will not be destroyed for the next couple of hours. Hooray, we did it. Yeah. What's funny, though, on the way home, we had to keep Gideon awake so he wouldn't sleep in the car so that he would take his actual nap at home. So I was like giving him a quiz all the way home, like asking him just a series of questions so that he wouldn't fall asleep. And then we got into an argument about whether he was going to have rice and beans for lunch or beans and rice. That argument kept him awake for like 15 minutes. I was like, it's definitely beans and rice. He was like, no. Yeah. Rice and beans for sure, says you. Okay. Marius, I got nothing for you right now. Gardening season's right around the corner, though. Nah, Kinamara, I scheduled this appointment. I already know it's at 2:20 in the afternoon. Don't you worry. 2:20 is actually the perfect time for us because after the appointment's over, we can drop the fourth kid, the one from the daycare, off at their mom's house because their mom only lives like 10 minutes from the hospital. So we can literally drop him off and then go home and the day is over. You know what I mean? Did you really, Twiggly? In February? I guess different climates and all that, but goodness. Beans and rice. See, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Beans and rice, way more delicious than rice and beans. At least that was my side of the argument. Indoor plants. I kind of forget that those exist. I'm going to be honest with you. For better or worse, I kind of forget that those exist. You know what I just thought? You know what would be cool? To put a shelf above the bathtub with the two plants that Lady Mac owns on it because there's a circle window above our bathtub. It's like a port window, but a big one, like 3 feet across. That way people can watch you in the bathtub from outside. I'm just kidding. It's too high up for that. That'd be funny, though. But it has a big port window right above the tub. And I just realized that her plants are in the master bedroom and they don't get any sunlight all day. They didn't die because they're very low sunlight need plants. They're fine still. But I bet they would thrive if they were actually getting some sunlight every day. Really, Blue Frost. Good for you. Heck yeah. I didn't check the weather. There is a storm coming this weekend, right? Every time I look at it, it doesn't have like a definitive... Nope. Looks like the storm got canceled. Because it no longer shows snow on Saturday and Sunday. It does say it's going to snow tomorrow, but it's supposed to be very minimal. Yeah, like we don't have winter storm warnings or watches or anything. It's just going to be like... It's going to be a little bit warm, yeah. Yeah. Also, it's good to see you, Twiggly. Mike, hope you guys are doing well. Marius. All right, so I was going to play Aliens tonight, chat, but then Dizzy reminded me yesterday that we have secondary names to do. And Dizzy leaves tomorrow. So I think she was kind of nudging me like, either you let me help you now or I'm not going to help you at all. Oh, I messed up because it's after midnight for me, right, Dizzy? Yeah. But yeah, okay. So I want to finish the names so we have them all and everything is set in stone. This does mean I'm making a firm commitment that all of the save files are what they are. I was going to ask you, Dizzy, do you already have ideas of what you want everybody to be named? Are we winging it, or do you have a plan you would like me to follow? Because I know you've been quizzing people in chat who to redeem characters on what they should have. Just name everyone Steve, the whole roster. Name them all wife with a number, yeah. Okay. Dictating is a little easier for me. It also allows me to be more engaged in chat. Okay, 2 primaries first. We're also going to hit 2,100 hours tonight, chat. Crazy. Crazy. We're at 2,089 hours, chat. Also, I got to be honest with you, chat. I really like this game. The one we played the last 2 days. So I think you'll get another day or two of this next week. I might start trying it every time there's a patch and just play it for like 1 day. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of my plan for the game long term. So every time they put out an update, we'll play it for a day, see how it's going, and just kind of follow it through early access. You know what I mean? But I think I want to play it 1 more day still, maybe. We'll see. How long is this stream? 5 hours? Yeah, we should be streaming about 5 hours tonight. God, the snowbreak art. Like strategy. What's this? I'm going to hit 2,100 hours in Darkest Dungeon because I'm at 2,089. Oh, 98. I'm at 2,098. Did I? Yeah, see, I'm having like a mini dyslexia moment. Sweet Daddy Jones! Listen, mister, I've played the game 100 hours in the last week. I'm going to catch you, Sweet Daddy Jones. You know why? Because your wife gets home tomorrow. You're going to be a busy, busy boy. Let's do it, champ. So if you've been waiting for your second character, we're going to commit to it now. And from this point on, well, don't you worry about that, Tarp. If your character dies, it's no guarantee that I'll replace them. If I do replace them, I won't do new names, though. It'll still be your character. But we kind of have to, like, it's time. It's showtime, right? You don't see Backpack Hero in my library. I thought you said Backpack Battles at first. I did recently move it, yes. Because I realized I'm probably never going to play it again. I did not uninstall it, if that makes you feel better. But I mean, the game's not being developed any further, right? It is what it is. Yeah. It was a very fun game. I played it for 40 hours. It's kind of what got us on this path with Backpack Battles, right? If you ever wanted Backpack Battles, but more RPG-ish and with more story, that's what Backpack Hero is. I feel like Backpack Hero walked so that Backpack Battles could run, if that makes sense. I know, Sweet Daddy Jones. She's gonna have you in her clutches before you know it. This developer, they released a second game? Oh, but it didn't do as well. Oh, is it a Survivors? Is that why? Oh, they made a Vampire Survivors like. Oh, they're still working on it. Oh. Wait, Steam now tells you when they think a game is abandoned? Huh. I did not know that. Says the last update made by the developers was over 13 months ago. Information timeline described by the developers may no longer be up to date. Oh, I guess I've never noticed it before or never seen it. Maybe some developers know a way around it, like doing a mini patch to reset the clock. You know what I mean? Like if they don't want that message there. Yeah, that's my first time seeing it, yeah. I mean, there's no updates or anything, so it does look like they're not working on it anymore. It's kind of too bad that they made a Survivor's Like, but I get jumping on the train. A lot of people were jumping on that train. Oh, does it really, Gamertech, huh? All right. Okay. No, you're right. If a game is made and it has viral popularity, you're gonna get a lot of clones of it over the next year or two, right? It's just the nature of the beast. That's why there's so many Darkest Dungeon likes now, right? When something catches fire, I mean, there's so many Vampire Survivors like games now, right? All right, 2 primaries. Do you know what classes they are, Dizzy? Oh, you're already on. You read my mind. You read my mind. Okay. Yeah, maybe Blue Frost. You never know. That's why I don't want to assume maliciousness, right? Because you just never know what happens, right? So we need a Man-at-Arms, and Reboot, he wanted Gunner or Ripley. I guess Gunner would be, to me, an Arbalist. And I believe we have Arbalists open, right? Okay. So Man-at-Arms is an East. Let's do that first. Arms of God is Diablo versus... Wait, what's Vampire Survivors Doom like? All combined? You know what that makes me think of immediately, Gamertech? Danatage.
The degeneracy of the hamlet.
It seems like he would like that.
I fear, when compared to the condition of surrounding acres.
Okay, we need to name Paulin. I don't think I'm gonna put the numbers afterwards. Okay, so Paulin, and then we're gonna name Reboot is gonna be in the South file. The mouth in the South, chat.
There is a great horror beneath the manor.
Dave Frosty, baby.
A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
This is going to be Arbalist. This is going to be Reboot. Okay, so there's the first 2. And now a whole bajillion to go. No big deal. So 34 of you asked for second characters, assuming there's no repeats in here. Okay, sounds good. Ah, that's so cool, Destinovas. So cool. He actually stopped streaming as much because he got a job with a video game company. I think because of his history doing that stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, if you already have where you think all the names should go, Dizzy, I'm happy to, more than happy to go with what you have. Yeah. All right, you want to start with Leper? I think Leper's already done, right? Leper is full. Okay. Then Occultist. I have Charlo, Castle, Ultima. Oh my god, these two have the same auto-generated names. Okay, so I just need to name Arthas. Arthas. With great power comes great responsibility. And I know you will wield this power with... What was the word he used? It wasn't the word he should have used. I love that trailer. Oh, that's why you want me to look at that list. Secondaries that were anything. Okay. So, of all of you guys who are on this list, some of you are here right now. Mad's here, Angela's here, Belf, Nestanova's, Blue Frost. Have any of you thought about what your secondary class? Samir, you have the chance to take first pick because you're present. Still, if you still don't care, we'll roll with it. Yeah. I can't name the blacksmith. I'm sorry. Good with anything still? Okay. A newbie, the lover of boobies. Yeah. Destinovas wants to be a hound master. What would you like me to name the dog? Ooh, that's a good one. On the cart. Oh, I'm going out of order. I'm cheating, Dizzy. Yeah. Destinovas and Josie. There you go. I just name it like that. Destinovas, I just write it in. It's just something I do. Yeah, I do think there's like a stoic gray. There you go. Gray version. There we go. A newbie'd be cool with the jester. Okay. The other three Hound Masters would be Humanitis, and Dingle. I have an affinity for dogs because I've had a dog my entire adult life, and we always had one as a kid. Here's what we're gonna do, Dizzy. Cyber and Illusionist. That's a badass name for a dog. Oh, it doesn't fit. How about just Illusion? This is my dog, Illusion. And last but not least, Red Orc and Sister Envy. Doesn't fit. So it's just gonna have to be Envy. I just don't have space. Maybe when I have the space, I should do this to make it look prettier. There's just not always enough space. She really was. My childhood dog, there's so many like crazy stories about that dog. She was also kind of a floozy. I'll never forget as a kid realizing that the reason my dog was pacing up and down the fence with all the male dogs on the other side and hitting me, that it's because she wanted them to mate with her. And when we woke up that next morning and there were like 6 male dogs that had dug under the fence and just didn't dig themselves back out. Just stayed back there. Yeah. Did you, Belf? Yeah. That was a fun set of puppies. My sister got really lucky. The first litter of puppies the dog had on her bed. Imagine you walk in your bedroom and a dog's just giving birth on your bed. Anubi, when we opened the door that morning, she's tail wagging, happy as can be. Best night of her life. I had to go out there and let all the stray dogs out of the yard. Luckily, they were nice and didn't try to bite me. Did she really, Arden? Yeah. That's true, Destinovas, yeah. They're probably back there like, bro, that was crazy. Did you see Kevin? He only lasted like 9 seconds, dude. What a fucking amateur. He's gonna have 0 of the puppies for sure. Yeah, just high-fiving in the middle of it. All right, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. I think I got all of the Houndmasters done. I need to name some occultists from the list, though. Wait, Crafton wants a bald guy? None of the characters are bald. Right? I don't think any of them are. I can redeem Humanitis. I can redeem Destinovas. I want to start redeeming some of them so my list gets smaller. I'm going to say the occultist is bald. Hi, Chaos. Do you have a primary, Chaos? If not, then tell us what you want now. Do you want to be an occultist? Yeah, there, you can claim up to 2 characters, but we're running out. You be whatever? Filler? I think you should be an abomination. Because I bet we have those open, and that's a good character for someone named Chaos. So let's add do we have one open, right, Dizzy? 2 open, perfect. Let's do that. When we get to abominations, I'll name you. You just have to claim one in the channel point store. I think I still have it open. Yeah, I do still have. Oh, you already did it. Thank you. You are in. Okay, I still need some tentacle lovers. Wait, I only need 1? 2. All right, this one's gonna be Crafton. I don't want to double them up on the files, but I feel like that's too much work to try to avoid. You know what I mean? Crafton is doubled on this file. Yeah, I mean, I guess since we're at the beginning, we could try to avoid it, right? Wait, what's Crafton's other character? Oh, Houndmaster. Okay, so let's not name Crafton. How about Spirawl? That's a cool name for an occultist. I'm gonna end up picking only people who are duplicated. Yeah, let's do that one. That looks good. Blue Frost, you don't care? We also need to figure out where we're gonna put Admiral Bro Code. I guess it would be funny to have a file, though, where there's 2 of you out in a run, right? Like, all right, we got Castle, Charlo, Crafton, and Crafton. Yeah, that's true. So I guess I won't worry about it too much, because that's a lot of extra effort. You know what I mean? I still need to name 1 more occultist. So I'm still gonna go with Crafton, I guess. That way I could bring Crafton and Crafton on a mission. Then all this file needs now is 1, 2 arbalists. Do you have any or no? Nope. Okay. I feel like maybe Angela should be an arbalist. It's a good class. She already has her smashy. Maybe she needs ranged and melee damage, so she kills you from every part of the map. Wait, is this oh my god. Okay, so not this. What about you, Dizzy? Do you want to shoot people in the face? In ostentatious gold? Crafton and Crafton are on the case. All right. So there's Dizzy. Ooh, what about Snow Queen? She could be your sister in crime. I think her other character's a grave robber, right? I am giving her an immediate disease. All right. So there's this entire file is now named. Oh, crap. You're right. I was looking at the wrong list. Is she not on the other list? Whoops. Oh, so we do have a grave robber open for her then? Okay. Then let's do... How about Vorbara? Because Vorbara is not going to be able to be a highwayman, right? Because we don't have any left. Okay, let's do that. Now this file is completely done. How about Red Frost? For the no one that's not named. And then KW. There we go. Completely named file, chat. We did it. We've made it to the other side. 1 down, 3 to go. Let's go. Where would Snow Queen be? Where are we going? We're going to... East? West. East, west? West.
We dug for months.
Okay, it is east. Okay, I thought so. Okay. East, east, east. Let's do Beast in the East. If you're just joining, we're naming the rest of our secondary characters so that our rosters are all filled in.
In truth, I
So if you
cannot
don't
tell
have your
how
second
much
character,
time
you're
has
going
passed
too
since
soon.
I sent that letter.
Okay, this file is Man-at-Arms, Highwayman, Grave Robber, Crusader. Crusaders? Do you have any Crusaders? I kind of hope there's one open to name Excalibur. Because I think that's perfect. None are open? Okay, well, hit me. What do we got? This is such a good setup. Bunny Monk and Ultima. Let's get it. There's Bunny. Ooh, that one. And then Ultima. No, the antiquarians are all spoken for. You are one of the highwaymen already, yeah, as your primary. Okay, so we got Ultima done and Bunny done. Let me go redeem those two. See, chat, look at you, spending your channel points. We're doing it, chat. I already named Cyber Illusionist. I can redeem that one too. I feel like there's others on this list that I've named and I haven't redeemed properly. Vorbara. Ultima. Daddy the Grave Robber. Good name for a grave robber. It's a good one. And then there's a slot open. All right, Snow Queen, are you covered in blood already? We just got here. Covered in blood and wearing thigh-high tights. Hi, Bunny. Would you, a newbie? I could still give you a refund. All right, does anybody who doesn't have their second character yet want to be the grave robber? Wait, I didn't give Angela a second character, did I? Oh, then that's who it's gonna be. There's her ranged murder character. There we go. We just named your Crusader Bunny like 2 minutes ago. So you have a queen and I almost said scantily clad armor, but no. Realistically hardcore armor. Which, if I remember right, Bunny, you're a sucker for a girl in armor. If memory serves. If a jester isn't left, you can send it back. That is a question for Dizzy. She might already have you down, though, for one. All right, man at arms. We finished grave robber. Jesters are full, but a newbie already has one. Perfect. Tab Tip and Mr. Penguin. Good old Tab Tip. All right, there's Tab Tip. Mr. Penguin. Angela. Did I name Arthas's second character? Okay, good. And I also did Red Orc. So 21 to go, chat. We're getting there. Bunny. Oh, so we're done with Man-at-Arms. Then we just have Highwayman, which is also done, right? So where this file's done. That one was a lot easier than the other one. Char Ofin. All right, let's do West. What's Belf's second character gonna be?
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Okay, let's get a newbie first. Let's do gestures first. BBW a newbie. Different vibe. And Benny. The troublemakers found their way here, didn't they? Benny and Skylar. Benny's a little antsy. It's okay. While I'm looking at Benny, I gotta remember that I have to remove antsy from him. Is that already happening? Yes. Okay, good. Okay, and then let's do Shield Breaker. Belf, how do you feel about Shield Breaker? That's kind of a good one. Sure? Okay. Do you like the classic style, the updo style? The covered in gems and plot armor style? Okay. I feel like I don't pick the classic skins enough. So I kind of want to give you like one of the only ones who's in the classic. This is like how I picture the Shield Breaker in my head. You know what I mean? Okay, so then I need to pick from the list. Right? So let's do Nox. So that's Nox and Belf. There are Dirty Sloth, yeah. The list still seems so big. Okay, so that's a primary, right? Dirty Sloth, was that all of your channel points? Because I feel like you recently said you were saving up for it. Or maybe that was someone else. But yeah, all yours. There you go. I don't have a lot of skins for the the abomination. I have one left. Razai is not named. Oh, yeah, we did drive in the car today, but luckily it did not smell like pee. Oh, and Chaos is the other one. Right. Yeah. sorry, streamer memory. Thank you. Admiral Bro Code, we do need to get you a second character. It's true. So you can be double the troublemaker, double the fun. Oh wait, we still have a shield breaker left, right? Yeah, one more shield breaker. Maybe Salty Ham? Or Vafe? Maybe Vafe. Let's go Vafe. Oops. Oh my god, I'm clicking way too many buttons. Alright, so that's all the shield breakers named. And what do we got next? I'm missing something on this file. Vestals! I always expect the Vestal to be a more popular class than it is. Arden in the garden, let's go. I have another unnamed Vestal, or is that... Oh, that's an extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 of them instead of 6. So I have like 2 bonus Vestals. That one. I'm doing this so that I remember that they're unnamed. I don't know that I'm going to use them or even why I have them. Probably because Vestals are awesome. That's probably the main reason I have extras. Yeah, they could be extras just in case. I like that idea. 70 streams. Let's go, Admiral Bro Code. How we feeling, dude? Twice the pride, double the fall. Can I have a character? They're all redeemed through channel points. So if you're new, you probably don't have the channel points yet, but you'll have them eventually if you become a part of the community and stuff. Okay, we're done with this file then, right? Okay. Oh, that means only one to go. That means there's 13 people to be named on that other file. North, right? Ooh, it's a good file, too. That's why there's so many slots. Not a lot of people take Flagellant. You have 10 to be named. I have 13, so we're going to have to figure out the discrepancy.
I remember days when the sun shone and laughter could be heard from the tavern.
One of them is I've already named Daddy. That's an easy one. Oh, Admiral Bro Code's on here twice. He claimed 2 bonus characters. So there's 2 of the discrepancies. Okay. Hellions. There's only 2 left. No, it's okay, Admiral Bro Code. I expect you to mess around. Lardo, that's how we learn, right? Hi, Derpy. Good morning. 2 randoms. Ooh. Hmm. 2 randoms. What about Samir? Samir seems like he would like slicing people's faces off. Derpy, do you want to be a Hellion? Oh, you already are. Never mind. All right, there's Samir. Make him 2 different Hellions. Derpy, Derpy, and Derpy. This could be a good second Admiral Bro Code character, right? Although I kind of like Admiral Brocode, the bounty hunter. Let's do bounty hunters, and then I'll come back to that one. The derp, the derpy, and the derpiest. The triple Hellion run. 2 randoms. Okay. So one of these is going to be Admiral Brocode. Not the banana head. That's already taken. Ooh, purple. That looks great. And then this one is going to be... Well, Derpy's going to have to be someone on this file, right? Because that's all we have left, right? It does mean we are going to eventually have a run with Derpy and Derpy on the same run. I did the same thing with Craft and Derpy, so it's going to be a couple of you are duplicated on the same file. I could swap you and Crafton, and then I wouldn't have a duplicate. What did I name Crafton? An occultist? Derpy the occultist and Crafton the bounty hunter? Let's do that. It's gonna bother me if I don't fix it though, so I'm gonna go fix it now. Ooh, wrong button. Plus, I feel like Derpy's been trying to start a cult here for a long time anyway, so kind of fitting.
Our family name.
Hear me out though,
so
Derpy.
well
Hear me out. It means you can also heal Crafton for 0 and a bleed. And get him killed. You know what I'm saying? Derpy's gonna be my first chatter who heals people for 0 and is really proud of it. Maybe they shouldn't have asked me to heal him. That's how Bunny always was too, though, to be fair. Whenever Bunny was forced to heal, she was always disappointed.
Not with the cost of this crusade. It's no
I unfortunately have to take a break. I know we're kind of in a groove right now, but I have no water in my kettle, and I can't make more tea, so I'll be right back. All right, Chad, if you want tea, we got a lot of water in our kettle now. We're swimming in it. Oh, man, do I want good tea. Whenever I want that, I always go for the cranberry autumn. I'm going to be so sad when I run out of cranberry autumn. And it's going to be the first one to go for sure. When you love something, you love something. I got to check and see if they sell it in a pack of 50 sachets. I don't know if they do or not. Because not all of them do that. Some of them you can only buy it in the tin. I like the Nutcracker one, but not as much as that Cranberry Autumn. All right. Where was I? Bounty hunters? Did I do the bounty hunters? Bounty hunters are done, right? This person is not named. So we have a plague doctor. Why do I still feel like I have way too many? That's going to be Castle of Anime. Okay. So that's Castle. And I named Admiral Brocode. And I named Derpy. Okay. Oh, this is where I have a lot. 4 available, right? You're about to, mad. Yeah, Flagellant. So Foodhead's gonna be one of them. This is gonna be mad. There's Foodhead. So Mad and Foodhead. I need something to drink, chat. Okay, so we have Blue Frost, right? Ah! Oh, wait, is this a frosty one? Dang it. No choice, though. And the flagellants will all be fired eventually. You're gonna start flagellating people, Blue Frost, okay? I want you to enjoy yourself. Your secondary character, Blue Frost. We're naming your secondary character. So once all of your antiquarians are in retirement, you'll still have one. No, the flagellants don't get fired. The antiquarians do. I have one more to do. So that's Blue Frost. So my remaining list, Dizzy, is Oskatat, Excalibur, Shiro Demon, and Salty Ham. Do we have a... Are we aligned? Oh, so Shiro Demon. Did I already name Shiro Demon's second character? Okay, perfect. So that's one. So then I have one Hellion, one Flagellant, okay. So Salty Ham, Excalibur, Oskatat. That's okay. That's why we have an extra Vestal. Whichever of those two Vestals has the better attributes, that'll be our final one. And then we're taking no more names after that, right? Unless somebody saves up for a primary, then I'll give them that spare Vestal, but yeah. I think Excalibur should be the Hellion, because that's a good Hellion name. Did I spell that right? Yeah. And then Salty Ham for the Flagellant. I think Salty uses a 1 in there, right? Like that. And then that means I only have Oskatat to be my final Vestal. Right? And then we're done.